What is up, people? We are on Beyond Earth. This is the second video I'm posting, or third video I'm posting today, because we had the last part of the Transcendence Victory Basic Guide, and I couldn't post one of the new games I'm starting yesterday, so I'm going to post a second one today. This is the last one I'm going to post for this week, and over the next, probably through November and Thanksgiving, I will be playing out those 5 games. I do also, there's a life to live. There are other videos I do think I want to put out. I still want to keep doing my Guild Wars 2 and other stuff. But for the last game, I've decided, I'm going to be doing a lot of advanced tactics stuff for this game, and I've shown a lot of things. But on my off time, I've also been trying to get better at the game so that I can give you guys better advice, and I've worked my way up the difficulties, and I finally made it to the point where I can play an Apollo difficulty game, or I can play everything up to an Apollo difficulty game. So I figured, though it'll be embarrassing, and though I will probably get pub stomped by the AI on Apollo difficulty, I figured why not post my first Apollo difficulty game on my channel so people can laugh at me. And also because I find that people learn a lot more from seeing failure than seeing success. I think it's good to have a mix of both. If you see what someone does right, you can mimic that or learn from it, but you can also learn from seeing what they do wrong and know not to make those mistakes. So with that, we are going to play on Apollo. We will keep the quick game pace. I am going to drop the map size to standard because I don't want to make it too difficult on myself. I have almost no strategy going into this. I want to play it like a normal Civ game, where I kind of develop what I want to do as I go. I will play as the Cabothan Protectorate. I really like their bonus growth to your tiles. I am very much a person who likes to rapidly expand in the early game, so that helps me with that. For my colonists, I don't know what I want to pick for this game because I don't have a strategy. I kind of want to pick something that will help no matter what I do. The two that kind of talk to me right now are aristocrats and engineers. Engineers help early cities getting up and running quicker, but aristocrats does keep that health if I do decide to go to a lot of war. But I think I'm going to go with engineers. That production helps. I do like Continental Surveyor just because I like to know the size of the map and where people, and just, where the oceans are. But maybe I'll try something different. The early 100 energy may help out. But I think for this game I'll try retrograde thrusters just to get a better spot for my starting city. I usually begin with the pioneering tech. I could take the extra population just to get a head start in some areas. But like I said, I do like to expand pretty quickly in the early game, so we'll go with pioneering. We will do a I could do Terran and I could do Protean. I usually do better on a Protean map, so we'll do that since I am kind of going into a difficulty I have yet to venture into. We're not really going to set anything here. We'll keep quick combat on and we will get right to it. Like I said, I totally expect to be, for lack of a nicer and less vulgar term, raped by these AI. But interesting game, if nothing else. And like I said, people learn just as much from loss as they do from success. In my personal experience, I've been playing video games for quite a while now. I'd say I'm pretty adept at video games in general. And one method I've always found for getting better at a video game is to put myself in a situation where I cannot possibly win. And eventually I get so used to fighting or playing the game on that high a difficulty that the previous difficulties are nothing but a joke to me. And that's how I've always played video games. Alright, we did start on a coast. That is a nice start. We do have our retrograde thrusters, which will let us pick a pretty nice spot. I'm trying to think of what I want near my city. Over here I can get a coast and a river tile. Over here I can get a hill. On this I can get a coast, hill, and river, but then I'd be giving up that fungus, and I don't really want to do that. There is 2 floatstone and 2 Firaxite, but I can easily expand over there later. So I think the tile I'm going to take is this one. There's only 2 ways for it to be attacked if they were going to go for it, except by ocean. So, like my other videos this week, this is only going to be the first turn I play, and then I'll do the rest of the game later on, and depending on how much positive feedback this gets, we'll decide how quickly it actually gets on my channel. As usual, I'm going to search the perimeter around my city. Obviously, we have a pretty big view so far. Lots of Xenomass, which is both 10 Xenomass. Wow, okay. 10 there and 7 there. So that pretty much just made me automatically pick I'm going to do a Harmony Affinity for this game. Like, that is no doubt. Because that Xenomass amount is crazy. But I'm also going to have to be careful, because that Xenomass is going to lead to a lot of alien nests getting spawned. So I'm going to get up my old Earth Relic to try to grab some land quickly here. And I am going to immediately go for Ecology. I was going to get Genetics for that Rapid Expansion bonus, or helping with the health. But I want to be able to have access to the Ultrasonic Fence early, because the Xenomass is just begging for crap loads of alien nests. So, but because, you know, that is a lot of Xenomass, if I get all that, quickly expand and grab it, we will easily have enough to fuel a heavy Harmony Affinity victory. I should probably send my Explorer over here to grab this resource pod. But anyway, I'm only playing the first turn. Leave a comment if you want to continue to see me play through this game with constructive tips for others. If you have any advice for the Apollo difficulty, let me know. Should be interesting. I'll probably have a little bit of rage here and there, but we'll see. I will see you in my